Calvin Russell, CEO and founder of 850 Club Credit Consultation. Hope everyone's doing well today. Today, we're going to talk about why you need to build personal and business credits. All right, let's go straight into it. If you've been living under a rock, you probably have never heard people really talk about, business credit. But as of the last 5 years, it's been trending upwards. And that's not necessarily because people are starting more businesses. It's mainly because people see the benefits of having both. Okay, that's number one. Number two, there are things that we pay for on a day-to-day basis, or not even daily, maybe monthly, maybe even quarterly, but you're paying for it with your personal credit, and it can be in your business. Okay, so let's talk about some common reasons why. So personal credit, we get it, right? You have personal expenses, you have personal things you want to do. You may be chasing points, you may be chasing whatever you're looking for. Some people are just real chill. They just want to have a good enough credit to get good interest rates, not have to worry about being denied. They just want to be in a good credit position. You have some people, they're like I said earlier, they're like chasing certain things. They're trying to accomplish certain things. They're trying to maximize their credit potential on a personal note. The problem is that since we get used to doing things like that, let's be honest, those things kind of come in the mail. You get credit card offers. You go to the bank, they ask you to get a credit card. You're in your email, there's an ad for a credit card. You want to get a card, they got to run your credit. So we're used to that. But with business credit, a lot of people think that they have to have a business, right? And I've done this on a video a while back. You don't have to have a business per se. But you need to have some sort of business model. Okay, those are two different things. And for example, a lot of people are, doing a lot of side hustles, as I like to call them. So whether you're driving for DoorDash, Uber Eats, Amazon, like that's on a lower level, right? Guys, that's a business. When they cut you, I won't say cut you a check like it's 1970, but at the end of the year or the beginning of the year, they give you a 1099. They're not giving you a W-2. They're giving you a 1099. That 1099 means you're self-employed. And so that self-employment, guess what? That qualifies, for you to start the model for business ownership. Now, granted, in order for you to have business credit, you do have to have an actual entity. So, LLC, C Corp, S Corp, so on and so forth. And the easiest to start with is going to be an LLC. So, but let's say you say, what? I don't have any aspirations to get a business or revenue or anything like that. You just want to start off small. Think about it. With business credit, you're obviously going to be using your personal credit or your personal income, your personal revenue to pay for things like gas. If you're doing one of those small, I won't say small, if you're doing one of those small business things that I just mentioned, like, driving for DoorDash, Uber Eats, whatever. And on that scale, you're going to be at least using gas, right? So you can use a fuel card instead of your own personal credit. You're like, well, Calvin, I don't even have to use my personal credit. I'm just using this cash that's in my account, or when I get paid from any one of those companies, I just use that income, and some of that income I use for the gas. Yeah, you could do that, but there's no trail of that. What's the fun in that, right? So, but that qualifies, and you create the LLC. Now they're paying the LLC, and I've seen people like when Uber was like really just, I won't say getting started, but people would essentially create their own kind of fleet for Uber. They'll buy vehicles specifically for Uber Black in a sense, right? And so again, guys, this is a business. You're just thinking of it, because it's just you doing it. But you could benefit from like, a fuel card, or even if you didn't want to use it for your business, but you just say, what, I buy stuff on Amazon all the time. Great. You driving for Uber Eats or DoorDash or whatever, you put a LLC on top of that. Now you can qualify, not instantly obviously, because you got to build business credit, but you'll qualify at some, if you follow the guidelines like we teach in our business credit course, how to qualify for an Amazon business line of credit, because you're going to buy stuff anyway. It may as well be through your business line of credit, and that business will be you driving for one of those companies. Let's go to a bigger scale. Now, let's say you're doing hair on the side, you're babysitting. Do people even babysit anymore? What happened to that business, that industry? But either way, you're doing hair, you're a barber, or you're a nail technician, you're a masseuse, you're a chef, whatever. Though now that next level is, even if you do it on the side or if you do it full time, you obviously buy things for your business. Your business has expenses. The question you need to ask yourself is, what things am I paying for outside of my job? And those things could potentially be business expenses. And that could be your reason as to why, in your mind, it's time to go ahead and set up business credit. You should be ready, for that, right? And you can easily do that. So I don't have to sell you on that. Here's another thing. A lot of people that are in the industries that you work in as a person that's self-employed, they usually buy their products, from, various sources, right? But there are bigger companies that have lines of credit, net lines of credit that you can build with them if you have established business credit. Even if you don't have established business credit, just the fact that you're starting the foundation, they will let you have an account with them. So you may be missing out on perks because you're not looking to build business credit. Then we start talking about bigger assets, right? Like my wife and I, we just bought a commercial property. We could have easily bought that commercial property with our personal credit, but we have established business credit and we were able to put the entire building in our business's name. So it doesn't even show up on our personal credit. So again, that's a great way to kind of leverage that, because we were going to buy property anyway, which, by the way, again, that's a business, whether you think about it or not. And you put, again, that LLC behind that, and because that rental income, that's revenue. And the things that you spend money on, that's going to be business expenses, and then the money that's left over is going to be your net income. Okay, you're going to have that profit and loss, but when you're buying things, you don't have to use your personal income or your business income. You can use your business credit just to leverage things off. If you want to get things done to your property, you can easily save, or you can use your personal credit. That's what most people do. Or you can use your business line of credit to go ahead and get things done. And again, it's not necessarily because you have the cash. Don't get me wrong, cash will always be king. But I told you guys, credit is God, okay? And that's just how things go. So, but either way, now you have options. You're not forced to do certain things. Your credit score is not fluctuating. Your balances are not fluctuating because things that happen. Anything that happens in our business is always handled with the business credit first. That's the very first option. And then everything else, is just, plan B's and plan C's, versus some people, their plan A is their liquid personal savings, then they'll go into credit, and then they'll go into business credit if they even have that established. So again, do not ignore business credit. If you're just getting started in a lot of this stuff, you can watch some of the videos I have, but if you're looking to build established business credit the right way, you got to take a look at our business credit course. I'm going to put the information down at the bottom inside the description, and that way you guys can learn more about that business credit course. And of course, if you have no interest in it as of right now, perfectly fine. If you need help with your personal credit, we can help you at 850 Club, okay? So either way, that's why you need to do it, because there are some things you're taking care of that you're probably not, even noticing that you're doing, or that idea that you want to get off the ground. You may be saying, well, I need to put some things in place. If you start building business credit, you won't have to, delay certain things. Okay, don't get me wrong. Not everything's gonna be able to start it overnight, but at least you can start the foundation and getting the ball rolling. Okay, so if you like this video, like it. You want to share it, and as always, be sure to subscribe, as we have nothing but great content on the way. Thank you all so much. Have a great day.